Hello students, good morning. Hope so all of you are staying at home safely and you are doing well. So students, can you hear me clearly? Is the sound clear? Students, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Today, all of you know that we're continuing our class in the part of Laplace transformation, but in the last lecture, someone informed me that you're facing problem to understand these one or two maths. That's why these are included in Fourier analysis, but since you're facing problem to understand those maths, so today I will solve this to one because it is included in the syllabus of your midterm exam. That's why. Okay. But still all the students are not present, so we will start after 2 or 3 minutes. So students, please wait for them as all of the students can join with us. One thing is that in the meantime, you can write down your ID number on the chat box, but please for one time, not more than one time. And if you face any problem to see the board or to hear me or to understand anything, then please directly inform me. Today I am facing some problem of internet. So if you face any problem to see the board or to hear me, and it seems that the connection is unstable for you and the video is not visible, then please inform me, okay? Have we got the schedule for city, not city, midterm?
No, ma'am.
No, but maximum departments have already provided their city midterm schedule, okay? So it's a request for seer of your department. If you get the syllabus not, I will provide the syllabus for midterm exam in the Google Classroom. But when you get the schedule of midterm exam, then please inform me, okay? Okay, already 4 minutes over, so I think we should start from now. Is she present yesterday or in our last lecture who informed me about the problem of these two maths? Are they present? In our last lecture, two students informed me that they have problems to this problem. Are they present here?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So which one is your problem? This one or this one? Today I will solve both of these. First one or second one? Probably second one, right?
Yes, ma'am. The
So
first solution to Gideon, ma'am.
okay, today I will try to solve both of these, and I also provide the solution in the Google Classroom. So our first, at first I will prove the second one because it's quite different and difficult rather than first one. So find the Fourier cosine transformation of f of x is equal e to the power minus x square comma x is greater than 0. Okay. So at first here the question is find the Fourier cosine transformation and the range is x is greater than 0. When we see that the range is x is greater than 0, that means you have to use the formula for finite Fourier sine transformation or infinite Fourier sine cosine transformation. When your range is x is greater than 0, then you have to use finite or infinite?
Infinite.
Infinite. By definition of infinite Fourier cosine transformation, we have FCN is equal to integration 0 to infinity f of x cos nx dx. Okay, that's the formula for infinite Fourier cosine transform. Now you have to put the values for f of x, which is given here, that is e to the power minus x squared. 0 to infinity e to the power minus x squared cos nx dx. Okay, FCN. And you have to complete this integration, but by using UV formula to complete this integration is quite difficult. That's why at first we'll consider that this is I, and in a different way using a special trick we will find the integration of this part. Okay, because if you want to use the UV formula then it will be difficult for us. Now we will consider this is as I and use a different way or different technique for solving this integration. So we are considering this is equal I, say 1, and consider this equation as 1. Okay, so I is equal this. So from here we get I is equal integration 0 to infinity e to the power minus x squared cos nx dx. Now I will differentiate both sides with respect to n. Okay, I will differentiate both sides of this equation with respect to n. Differentiating both sides with respect to n. So from here, if I differentiate it with respect to n, then in the left side it will be di by dn. On the right side, 0 to infinity e to the power minus x squared, and we are differentiating with respect to n. So the what will be the result for the differentiation of cos nx with respect to n? It will be minus x sine nx, right? Since we are differentiating with respect to n, so here x will be considered as constant. Okay, be careful about that. Maximum students make a mistake here. They write down minus n sine nx. No, here we are differentiating with respect to n. So you have to consider x as constant, and the differentiation of cos nx with respect to n will be minus x sine nx into dx. So this can be written as di by dn is equals to, now I take a common of half and it can be written to the power minus x squared minus 2x into sine nx dx. What is this? Here I take half. So to remove this half, you have to multiply 2 on this term. And there is a negative sign here. So consider minus 2x into e to the power minus x squared togetherly into sine nx dx. And here there is a special reason for write down this term togetherly. Here we have considered that minus x into e to the power minus x squared, and we also multiply 2. And there is a specification for considering this togetherly. What is the specification? Let's see. Here, I just write down some thing for your understanding, but this part is not included in your answer. Okay, here I just write down for your understanding. Here, this is only for your understanding, but not included in your solution. You have to complete this integration by using UV formula, and here we will consider this term as V and this term as U. We will consider this is as V and this is as U. And here, you know, what is the differentiation of e to the power minus x with respect to x? What is the differentiation of e to the power minus x square with respect to x? It is minus e to the power minus x square into 2x, right? And
Yes, ma'am.
minus 2x e to the power minus x square. So can anyone say what is the integration of this term? The integration of this term is equal e to the power minus x square. Why? Because you know that the differentiation of x square is equal to what? It is 2x, right? And now I will find the integration of these, and it will be 2 into x squared by 2, which is equal x. That means these and these are equal. If you differentiate a function, then you will get an answer. And if you integrate that answer, you will get that previous function again. If you differentiate one function, you get an answer. If you integrate that answer, you will get that function again, previous function again. So here from differentiating e to the power minus x square, we get this result minus 2x into e to the power minus x square. So if you integrate this, then you will get e to the power minus x square again. Is it clear? The integration of minus 2x into e to the power minus x square into dx will be equal to e to the power minus x square. Is it clear why we may write down the integration of this is e to the power minus x square?
Yes, ma'am.
Everyone, is it clear or not? If you don't understand, then I will explain it again. সবাই বুঝতে পেরেছি? I badly need your cooperation. If you don't cooperate with me, then I really feel embarrassed and uneasy, and I think that you cannot understand anything. So please inform me either it is okay or not. Is it clear, all of this?
Okay.
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 Okay, thank you. So here
আমরা
now,
ডিফারেন্সিয়েশন করে আমরা ইন্টিগ্রেশন করলে আগে ফাংশনটা ফেরত
Yes.
পাবে
yes. So here, the differentiation of e to the power minus x square, differentiation of this is equal minus 2x e to the power minus x square. So the integration of this will be this. And now we will use this trick, okay? Now for completing the UV formula, we will use this trick. Here we have considered this is as V. So now use the formula of UV. Then it will be half, and U integration of V, U is sine